Excuse me for a second. I gotta move a couple things around. Okay. All right. Hi, my name is Jay Pak. I'm a master from Jacksonville, Florida, and I see a lot of men here. So you guys gonna be blessed tonight. Atomy is for men and women, but we only talk about, many times we talk about women's facials, all this product for women's beauty and everything. But today I'm gonna talk about men. So what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk about stamina. Before you guys are so excited about stamina, but let me explain that this is a definition of stamina. The ability to sustain prolonged physical or mental efforts, or the great physical or mental strength that allows you to continue doing something for a long time. That's our stamina. So when you say you have a stamina, that means that you can run for a long time, or you can carry the heavy box for a really long way, or solving difficult puzzles or the complex problems, or resistance to fatigues, hardship, or illness. Of course, there's strong and long sexual activity as well. So if you do not have a stamina, this is what happens. Because your lifestyle change, we're driving all the time. We don't exercise very much, and we play games. Everything that happens where we're sitting, that causes a lot of reduced of stamina. And the stress and depress. I mean, who doesn't have a stress or depress? But we all have it, especially what is going on right now. It gives us more stress and depress. And the physical illness, some people has a cancer, or some people has diabetes, and some people has a chronic disease like the thyroid problem also affects on the stamina as well. And the diet, a lot of people, they're on diet all the time, especially men wants to have so much muscle, they want it to look good. So they're not in a balanced diet. That's gonna affect on the stamina as well. And low testosterone. So what's a testosterone? Testosterone is not only for the sexual drive, it's a hormone in both men and women. And it starts increasing significantly during our puberty time. And it begins to dip after the age of 30 or 40. So it's in our age, and we're in the group right here. So we're about the 30 to 40. So this is something that you really want to pay attention and you want to try it. And associated with the sex drive as well, and it plays vital roles in sperm productions as well, and affects bones and muscle mass, the way man stores fat in their body, and the red blood cells productions, and affects man's mood as well. So if you have a low testosterone, this is what's going to happen, and it happens for both in men and women. So speaking of that, let's talk about saw palmetto. If you read it here, it's a 5 multi-formula for men's health, but it's not for men's. Then right before that, talking about the product, I'm gonna do a little assessment test. You don't have to say anything. You just have to think yourself and see if how many of you has a problems. If you have a sensation that your bladder was not completely empty after you finish your urinating, or if you have to urinate twice or more within 2 hours, or urine stream stops and starts several times during urination, it is hard to hold the urination, or if you have to get up at night to go to the bathroom. If you have two or three problem in here, then you want to consider taking saw palmetto. So saw palmetto is like a fan leaves. It's a fan leaves palm tree that can be found along with the seashore of Florida, and it can live up to 700 years of resistance to fire. And our saw palmetto takes 320 milligrams of saw palmetto extract a day for healthy prostate functions. Now, 1 capsule a day, and the hours are very small and it's very easy to intake. And it has all the pumpkin seed, any other things that's gonna the complement to saw palmetto. And also contains 5 functional ingredients, which we're gonna talk about. But this is what I want you to know about the prostate cancer. A lot of prostate cancer is a very common cancer only in the men's. the third most common non-skin cancer diagnosis is American. The American Cancer Society estimated that nearly 191,930 new cases of the prostate cancer will be diagnosed in the United States in 2020. And how many people die from this cancer? It's about 30,000 men die from the diagnosis each year. It is very, very important. And where is the prostate? Prostate is right before the rectums. So this is where you need to be, the saw palmetto is gonna help. So now the first one is of course, saw palmetto. That's it has a very strong regrowth power and increase the testosterone and increase the prostate health and reduce the inflammations and actually prevents hair loss as well. For me, I'm taking saw palmetto myself as well. When I drive to Atlanta from Jacksonville for the success seminar every 3 months, I have to stop like every hour or so to go to the bathroom. It's very uncomfortable that I have to stop every hour. So someone recommended that I should take saw palmetto. So I've been taking like almost 2 years right now. So I don't have to get up at night to go to the bathroom. And during the long drive time, I don't have to stop so many times for the bathroom. So this saw palmetto really helps men's, women's, the sexual organs. For women, it really helps to strengthen the ovary as well. So it's really good for men and women. And also prevents hair loss too, which I didn't know until that I studied this. Enhance the urinary tract functions as well. And the vitamin E that I'm gonna talk about later, so I'm gonna skip it now. And the zinc, I mean, man knows about zinc. This is Casanova's everyday meals that we know about. Enable the male body to produce the testosterone. So it really brings up your testosterone and controls and regulates the immune response and attacking infected or cancerous cells. So it's actually boosting your immune system and helps you with the metabolisms as well. Now, octacosanols is really known for men's stamina as well. And this one has a lot in here. And the selenol, that's in eggs, and it helps eliminate the free radicals to prevent the cell damage. So it plays a critical role in the metabolism and thyroid functions. And the thyroid functions helps protect your body from damage caused by oxidative stress. So what it does is it really helps prevent our body from oxidative damage. It sounds like a hemohymns, right? So that way you can bring your immune system and then you boost your metabolisms as well. So now going back to omega-3, going back to vitamin E in the saw palmetto, this is what I'm going to talk about. The omega-3, we know omega-3 is very good for your joints and your hair loss, for your memories and everything that we already know about that. And then we know we catch the smallest fish in the cleanest water in Alaska. And then we're going through several steps to take the abstracts out of the purest abstracts out of the fish that we caught. So this is the size of omega-3 that we have. One on the left is our omega-3. One on the right is the one that I used to take. So if you difference here, this is the supplements factor one that I used to take. If you see where the error is, there's EPA and DHA. That's only 30% of total 2,000 milligrams. And ours is omega-3 in ours, EPA and DHA about 65%. So we're paying about $20.50 and you're getting 65% of EPA and DHA. And this one is very, very important for men and women as well. Especially why it's good for you. Omega-3 is, especially DHA is also found there's a significant amount in two important male body parts. The first one is brains. Brains is about 60% fats and 20% should be made up with omega-3 fatty acids. So if you are concentrating on something in your work, and if you really need to focus something, you need to take a lot of omega-3. it's not only that the concentrating and focusing. If you want to learn better, you need to have EPA and DHA. It helps you with your learnings and the memory in adults age. So we all need omega-3 for our memory functions and learning better. Especially we're doing Atomy, we got to learn things every single day, and we're in the Zoom meeting all the time. So omega-3 really help you with your brain functions. So now the Time magazine says both EPA and DHA influence the gene expressions, the oxidative stress, and cerebral blood flow, and level of neurotransmitters and other brain-related processes, such as the production of new neurons. That's what the Time magazine says about DHA. So it's very, very important in our body. And another part of man body contains the omega-3 is acrosomes. Acrosomes is the little cap right on top of tip of sperm cells. It contains all the enzymes that let the sperm penetrate the eggs. So if you have enough EPA, enough DHA, that's gonna help you penetrate the sperms much better. The sperms to catch the eggs much better. So best fish oils for men is one that contains high amount of both EPA and DHA, as these are the active ingredients that can be used by the body. That's what biology was saying. So basically what you see here from both these two products, it helps you prevent you from the oxidative damage and boost your immune system, and also only not immune system, metabolism as well. So your blood circulation gets better. If your blood circulation gets better, your red blood cells carries the oxygens through your body. It gives you more energy. So it's like an all-chain reaction. It helps each other. It really complements two other supplements together. And along with that, the red ginseng, that's another powerful supplement you can add it into here. So in a few weeks, it's a Father's Day. What do you buy for your fathers? Tools all the time. But the tool is not for him. It's more for a father to do something for other things around home. So this year, you guys want it to be something different. Now there's a lot of wives and daughters or any other people over there. Now you know what to give your husband, or your dad, or someone around you. And husbands, you already know what you need to ask your wife to get it for you. Instead of buying the tool, this year, give them a saw palmetto and Alaska omega-3. It's only $51, and that's for 3 months supply. So you're all set for 3 months. Thank you very much.
All right. That was so good.
Very, very good.
Thanks, Jay. That was amazing. J-Poc, Diamond Master, with all that great information about red ginseng, saw palmetto, and Alaska 3. Very good information.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move right along into our testimonies. Let me go ahead and put this back up. Okay, so can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're going to go into our testimonies by Sherry Lee, who is a Sharon Rose Master, and she is coming to us all the way from New Jersey. Let's give our attention to Sherry Lee.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sherry Lee. I'm a brand new Sharon Rose Master, and I'm actually from Taiwan, but living in South Carolina, Fort Mill. And today, my testimony is our Rose Ring Mist and also the Adam Cleanser. As you know, I've been using this for many, many years, and I heard a good testimony from a few of my members because you know right now everybody wear the mask. So a lot of time it will cause you a skin problem because you don't know what material you use. And luckily I'm using the Atomy mask, so I don't have that problem. But this one can really help you if you carry this everywhere. This product have 20% the essential rose water. So it's really good for our skin. Also, when you wear the mask, your skin feel like sometimes feel hot or you cannot breathe. You can use this spray all over your face. You can relieve feel the hot or make your face dry. This can moisten your skin very, very good. Because this one is contain, it's like a toner, essence, and also the nutrition, 3-in-1. So I strongly recommend everyone carry this rose ring in this kind of situation, both men and women. This will really help you to moisten your skin and help you breathe better after you wear the mask for a long day. And the second one I want to recommend, and my testimony is the Atomy cleanser. Everybody know this one is actually created for clean both men and women's private area. But many years ago, my member in New York, you know, everywhere they go, they ride the bus, subway, they don't have a chance to wash their hand. So this is be a great hand sanitizer for everyone. They put on the small container and they can clean their hand, take out the bacteria anytime they want. So this is a great product for now this kind of situation. And my testimony for myself is I work in the mall, a retail shopping mall. So I will constantly touch my inventory and also see the customer. So every time I touch something or I take the money or credit card, I will use this to clean my hand right away. And I find out after I use for a few times, and then when I went to the bathroom to wash my hand, after I wash my hand, you know, we use those chemical hand soap outside, you know, in the department store, outside the public area. I realized my hand was feel like a baby, silk smooth. So this is a really amazing discovery for me. This product actually make my hand become really smooth. Since I use every single day to clean my hand, after I wash my hand with the other hand soap, normally my hand is very dry. I need to immediately put our hand cream. But with this, I realized even without putting any hand cream, my hands still feel very smooth and silk. So I strongly recommend everybody can put this in the small container. And my suggestion, recently I found out easy way you can put it on our hair essential oil. This is a small bottle. Since it's very skinny, so it's easy for you to carry around. So I have a lot of empty bottles. So I put this the Atomy cleanser into this bottle and carry everywhere I go. So this is my testimony for everyone. Hope it will be very useful for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sherry. Great information there about the Atomy cleanser. So everyone, you can use the Atomy cleanser for hand sanitizer. That was great information to learn. Okay, we have our next testimony from Bridget Williams. Bridget.
Yes, I'm here.
All right.
Hi. Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Yes, okay. Thank you for having me. My name is Bridget Williams, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm here to talk about HemoHim. HemoHim was introduced to me back in November of last year, and I started taking it a few months ago consistently. And it's been a really big blessing in our lives. And just talk a little bit about the HemoHim. HemoHim, if you think about it, builds the immunity. What is immunity? It refers to the ability to recognize and destroy pathogens such as viruses or bacteria when they enter our body. In other words, the ability to protect our bodies from harm. And how are we going to do that? HemoHim has all of the things that you need in this nice little pack. And I really like it because it's not too much, and then it doesn't, just give you a little bit, but it's just enough. It's a small pack, and you tear it at the top. It's perforated. You open it. You can put it on a spoon, or you can just siphon it right into your mouth and take it. You take it maybe up to 3 times a day, usually in the morning before you eat, 2 o'clock. And then they say, again, you can do it again at 6 o'clock p.m. or as many times as you need. I know some people have told me that if they're driving and taking long trips, they'll take it as many times as they need it. It's a herbal supplement, so it's no chemical in it, and so it's not going to harm you. HemoHim was developed by the Food and Biotechnology team of Korea. They developed it because they were trying to help men that were exposed by radiation. And so the scientists went in and they used 3 different plants to go in. And so all of the products at Atomy is plant-based anyway. So they used 3 different plants to go in and to create the HemoHim. And a lot of people tell you, well, a lot of herbs, they're just really nasty. This is not really nasty, but having germs in your body is worse. So you take the things that are good for you to help you get better. Now, the things that the HemoHim does for your body, they're animal and human tested results for the HemoHim. The immunocyte produced in the marrow, it destroys harmful cells directly. It goes right into the bloodstream. It also signals transmission protein that plays a certain role in the immune system, and it maintains health, increased biodefense. It gives you energy. A lot of times people say, well, I don't have that much energy when you get to the middle of the day. And I was one of those that by the time 2 o'clock came, I was somewhere like really drained. And I can tell the difference that it's really helped. I had a lot of problems with my legs and my hips. And the doctor said it was probably the beginning of bursitis. And I said, what is bursitis? And so we went into the dialogue of he telling me, well, what bursitis was. And I said, no, I'm not going to be on medicine the rest of my life. And I was introduced to HemoHim. And since I've been taking HemoHim consistently, I have not had problems with my hips the way I did before, because I could not sit for long periods of times. It would be hard for me to sleep at night because my legs were hurt so bad, my hips were hurt so bad. And so I don't have that problem anymore. So that's my testimony. And I just love HemoHim. And I've been trying to tell everybody that I run into about HemoHim because it's really a blessing. Thank you for having me.
Good.
All right. Thank you very much, Bridget. I'm glad that it's been such a blessing for you. A lot of things out there, we take and try to better ourselves, and for you to find this is definitely a blessing. So thank you for your testimony, and thank you for giving that information.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay, so we will go into our next testimony from Rebecca. Rebecca, are you there?
Hi, Clarence. Good to see you.
Hi.
Hi there. I'm doing omega-3s also. I really enjoyed J-Pac's presentation on omega-3s, and I'm practicing tonight for our next one on the 11th of June.
Go for it.
My testimony, I love HemoHim, and the only thing I would like to add on the Adam cleanser is that it is great for men. My husband uses it when he mows the yard all day and he comes in and he's chapped or chafed or overheated from working in the yard. My husband actually uses that in the shower. And so that's one of the few things my husband will admit that he likes. So I just wanted to mention that for the men on there for Adam cleanser. The omega-3s are wonderful because we've all heard the health benefits of omega-3s. And I won't repeat a lot of the wonderful things that JPOC had in her briefing. And you can see a lot of this on the website for any new customers tonight. When you go to the Atomy website, you can see all of this information on the products. But I also recommend that people do independent research. You can go online and Google different things, the benefits. And I found some information. Some of this I did not know. Is 17 science-based benefits of omega-3 acids. That some of them I didn't realize. So if you know people with this situation, or you have children with this situation, or you have parents or elderly people in the situations, omega-3s can fight depression and anxiety. I kind of knew that, but it's also scientifically studied. Again, this is at www.healthline.com, and you just go health benefits of omega-3s, and you can find all of these. Omega-3s can improve eye health. I take Hemohim, I take the eye lutein, but I actually asked my eye doctor at my last eye appointment, what are the best things to take for eye health? And he did mention the lutein, but he also mentioned omega-3s. So I thought that was an added benefit for people. It's also beneficial for eye health. Another thing is they can promote brain health during pregnancy and early life. So if you're pregnant or you have young children, the EPA and DHA is great for the brain development for children. So you can look into when it's safe to give them omega-3s if they don't get enough fish in their diet, which most of us, a lot of us don't get enough fish and those things to get it naturally through our meals. We know it's talked a lot about improving risk factors for heart disease, can reduce, I didn't know this, for children with ADHD, omega-3s can reduce symptoms of ADHD in children. Omega-3s can reduce symptoms of metabolic syndrome, like belly fat, insulin resistance. So it's also great for that. Number 7 is that it can fight inflammation. We talk about chronic long-term inflammation, the things that cause cancer and type 1 diabetes. So omega-3s are great for that. Also, it can improve mental disorders, people with psychiatric problems, mood swings, schizophrenia, and bipolar disorder. So people who have that in your family background and you want to prevent that, it's a great preventive measure. It fights age-related mental decline and Alzheimer's disease. We have a lot of people facing that in our country and around the world, but mostly in America because of our unhealthy diets. And also it can, we talk about inflammation to help prevent cancer. Hemohim is amazing for the cancer treatment, but cardio omega-3 is also a great thing to add for heart health. People consume the most omega-3s have up to 55% less lower risk of colon cancer. We're almost there, I promise. Omega-3s can reduce asthma in children. My sweet friend Esmeralda's daughter has asthma, and Hemohim also helps with asthma. Another thing is omega-3s can reduce fat in your liver. Omega-3s can improve bone and joint health, improve bone strength. I didn't realize omega-3s help you to store calcium better in your bones. And it can alleviate menstrual pain. One study showed that omega-3s are more effective than ibuprofen for menstrual pain. And then also omega-3 can improve your sleep. And one of the other things I like about it is it's great for your skin. So it hydrates us from the inside out. It helps with our cardiovascular health. And my personal testimonial tonight with omega-3s, when we moved into our new house right now, we have wooden stairs, and it hurt my joints to go up and down my stairs. And when I started taking omega-3 about 1.5 years ago, I noticed that my ankles didn't hurt when I was going up and down the stairs. So it does loop our joints. It does help with that inflammation. So that is my testimonial on omega-3s. I think it's very important that we take preventive measures with our health, and there are so many benefits that come from omega-3s. So thank you for the opportunity to share that with you tonight.
Rebecca, you did an awesome job. Awesome job. You really informed us and gave us some additional information.
Thank you, Clarence. I love seeing all the faces on here tonight. I'm excited about 62 people, and it's just great to see everybody.
Okay. So now we are going to get into the vision. Oh, let's give Darlene, Kim, Sharon Rose Master, all the way from New Jersey. Sorry about that, Sherry. All the way, or Jay, all the way from New Jersey. So Darlene is from New Jersey, everyone. So Darlene, take it away for us.
Hello, everybody. Let me go ahead and share some of my my screen here. Yeah, 62 people. Wow. I didn't know it was going to be this many, but it's good to see all of you. I see some familiar faces, and some I think I'm meeting for the first time, right? Okay, let's see here. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's fitting this screen. Okay, let me just check the time, because if some of you know me, I have a lot to say. I always have a lot to say. Okay, but due to time, I really want to share what's been going on recently.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me okay?
Keep us informed. Don't worry about the time. We'll make
Okay.
it on the back
end. So the way I see Atomy is I always like to share the good news of Atomy, especially during a time like this. Now, we've always been sharing the good news, and but right now I feel there's a lot of things on the news right now. I'm trying to get off of this. Okay, here we go. So sharing the good news of Atomy, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I've been contacting old friends, old classmates, you know, the people you care about. We end up reaching back and thinking about people we love and checking up on them. Now, sharing the good news of Atomy to me is like a ripple effect. All of us have met Atomy through some kind of ripple effect. Isn't that true? That's how I met Atomy, through someone else. And, you know, even a small change can make an enormous impact. And I just want to mention to everyone, you know, sometimes while you're doing Atomy, you're doing something, you don't know if it's making a difference. But I want to tell you, you have to believe nothing you do is ever wasted. Right now, I want to share some of my perspective. You know, we have to talk about what we're facing right now. You know, when the pandemic happened, right after that, I realized I am so grateful to have Atomy right now, especially during this time. You know, when we go through a crisis like this, we kind of start to be more grateful for what we have, right? I was so grateful to have Atomy. I was so grateful to God that, you know, I met Atomy, that I have it during this time. I started to think about all the people who need Atomy, actually. So the way I see Atomy is we have solutions, and solutions help people. So I was so grateful to God that Chairman Park had a vision of Atomy, because to me, I felt like he prepared us for times like this. He prepared us for this economic crisis. And I was so grateful. And I was so grateful that all of us have Atomy as a tool. providing solutions. Well, what does that mean? Right now, people are looking for better health. We have solutions in Atomy. Right now, people are looking for income. A lot of people have lost their jobs or had to quit their jobs to stay with the kids. A lot of people are looking for income that they can make from home. We have the solution in Atomy. Now, when the pandemic happened, I think, when all of us was overwhelmed with this shock, I had this urge of like, I want to help people. I think many of you had this feeling of like, I want to help. How do I help? Well, some people started to make masks, right? I can't sew, so I couldn't make masks. Some people were starting to cook and deliver food, right, to the essential workers. Well, I'm getting better at it, but I really can't cook to the point where I give it to a stranger, So I was like, what am I going to do? I felt kind of helpless. And then I realized, just like we say in Atomy, we all have a skill set, don't we? We all have something. So let's use our skill set to help people by providing solutions. And all of you have Atomy right now. If you have no other skill set, you have Atomy. So what I've been doing is I've been contacting people and I've been reminding people to ask for referrals. Now, just remember that underlying our business is really helping people. Okay, we're asking for referrals is kind of like asking, do you know anyone who needs help? Because ever since I've been doing Atomy, I have this heart intention of I'm really helping people. Aren't we? We're helping people. That's the bottom line in Atomy. So when you're speaking to someone or when you have people who are interested in the business, don't forget to ask for referrals. Now, referrals for what? It could be for consumers, for our Hemohim to help people. I think we all have testimony about Hemohim. It's incredible. Right now, how many people are speaking about immune system? There's been no other time where I've seen immune system health on the news as right now. People are focused on immune system, and there is nothing out there that can improve a person's immune system. They can't just go to a store and go get something. They're going to get vitamin C because they've heard that vitamin C indirectly, right, will help our immune system. But we have Hemohim. Hemohim hits your immune system directly. It's incredible. And then what about income? I don't know about you, but I've heard a lot of people either quit their job, lost their job. Okay, they're looking for a way to stay home and work because they don't want to go out, because they work in an industry where there's like contact with a lot of people. So we have that too. So we have solutions for all different types of people. Now, if you have a group, you have members, and you have all different kind of members, right? We have some that are just consumers, some who just want to earn a little bit of income here and there, and some who really want to focus on doing the business. So that just proves to you, Atomy has everything. We have so many different things for so many different people. Now, can you think of someone who needs better health? Or let's say you're speaking to someone and you're asking for referrals. How do you ask for referrals? Well, this could be a question that could help you. You could say to them, can you think of somebody who needs better health? Right now, people are really focused on healthy before you get sick. I haven't seen a time like this where people are now taking it very seriously. We've always talked about health and immune system and Hemohim and, but everybody now, everybody in the whole world is focused on health. And when they go to the store, healthcare products are at the top of the list now on their shopping list. Okay, so now is a good time because people's hearts are open, right, for a good caring business. People's minds are open to taking better care of themselves. And look at the testimonies today. It's amazing. You're just educating people about health. That's a good thing. Next, can you think of someone who lost their job or needs income? We can help in that way too. We can help with healthcare. We can help with an income source. Because in our current situation, you can learn from home, you can earn from home, and it's a free global business with unlimited referrals. This is so incredible. We have a tool in our hands right now that can help so many people, not just in this country. We can help so many people in the world with this. So that's definitely a way that you can help during this crisis, during the times we're living in right now. And we're going to bring people good news with this, isn't it? So here, we're talking about the ripple effects again, right? Together is better. You know, I don't come from a big family, but when I met Atomy, I felt so great. I was like, now I'm part of this big Atomy family, and the way the system is set up, you have to work together as a team. You can't do Atomy by yourself. And I like that. You know, Chairman Park created Atomy, and Atomy brings people together. And what do we say? Synergy of united heart, right? When we go to the Success Academy, it's all different groups, all different lines, all in one place. You know, I know that there's differences between people, but what do we talk about here in Atomy? We talk about how we're similar and what do we have in common? You know, because we're trying to bring people together and not trying to divide people. So that's what we should be talking about. Because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. We're all going through this crisis together, right? We want to bring people together. And the system is set up that way. It's so natural and it's so beautiful. Now, this is basically to say, you know, I don't have anything special. I'm just an ordinary person. I'm not a professional presenter. For years, never wanted to present in front of people. Okay, this is not my innate talent. I share because I have so much to say from my heart. And that's what got me up on the stage. It's because I said, you know what, they're not saying what I want them to say. I want them to say this or that, so I had to do it myself. So basically, are you starting later in life? Like I did. It doesn't matter, here in Atomy. Are you different from others? Like me. Doesn't matter, here in Atomy. If you have less than others, it doesn't matter. None of that matters because you still can succeed in Atomy. Just a little bit of background about myself. English is my first language. I'm Hawaiian. I was born in Hawaii. So I'm American. I wish I spoke another language. I'm trying to learn a little Spanish and a little bit of Korean. But you know, I had 2 careers before this. I used to be in accounting, and then I moved into become a registered dietitian. So I've had some mixed backgrounds. I've been in business, and when I met Atomy, this is a legit business. I worked in corporate for many years. When I saw Atomy and saw that it was free, it was so amazing to me. I was like, why is this only in the Korean community when I first met it? There weren't even any English seminars when I first met Atomy. I was like, what? Why not? It's so incredible. So I had a difficult time at the beginning, but you still can succeed as long as you overcome and look for the positive in everything. And let me tell you, the resources that you guys have right now, it is so incredible. You have so many more products than I had when I started. You really have great opportunity here. And I wish everybody, don't miss it. Don't let it go. And don't wait too long. Because the sooner you get started, the sooner you reach success. It's not about time, but it is about activity, okay? So anybody can do this. This is my situation when I met Atomy. I had left my cushy, good-paying corporate job to pursue nutrition, which really was satisfying on my heart. You know, it satisfied me. I was helping people, but wasn't getting the pay that I made in accounting. But I was right in between. I was a full-time student, living off of loans, and somebody invited me to a seminar. I don't know how you met Atomy, but I met it through a seminar. I met it through a first product, was my toothbrush was the first product, and then I went to a seminar. And when I went to my first seminar and I saw the products, I was like, I love these products. It sounds good to me. I already used a toothbrush before I went to the seminar. Was totally impressed. Then I found out the price. Amazing. Then I learned about the marketing plan. And honestly, that really blew me away because I just came from a business background, right? I was like, this is incredible. But I looked around the room and there was English translation with these headphones. There was about like maybe 4 or 5 people with the headphones on. And I understand a little bit of Korean, and the translation wasn't perfect at that time. But I said, this is incredible. There's no risk. It's absolutely free, nothing to lose. And I already tried the products and I love it. The prices were amazing because Korean products are very expensive actually. So I was so inspired. I was like ready, but guess what? There's no English meetings for me to go to. It was all in Korean. No catalogs at all. This is before any catalogs came out. So I was like a little frustrated because the system wasn't ready. But you know what I did? I volunteered. I said, we need an English seminar. So my mentor said, well, if you want it, I want it too. Help me make it. So that's what I did. I plugged into the system and got involved. Just like every one of you here on this Zoom. Just like every one of you presenters. You got involved and I salute you and I thank you so much because you are part of the system. And that's a key to success is to get involved here. Now I was a consumer. I started trying all the products before I spoke about it to anyone because I was a little skeptical. I'm like, let me try the products first before I recommend it to anyone because this is my reputation on the line, right? You want to try the products first. And that's what happened. I tried the products. I started sharing my testimony. Every product I tried, I was so impressed. I don't know if you feel like that, if you tried a new product recently, but everything I tried, I was so impressed with this. I got so excited. I started to fall in love with the company because the company philosophy is incredible. The system, genius. The product's so good. Now, it took a long time. We would get like one product a year, one new product a year. Now look at it now. How many new products do we get? We're just getting it so much faster. So incredible. Everything in Atomy just gets better and better. So I started to share my positive testimonies and I started to create happy consumers. And when they were happy, it made me more happy, right? When you create a consumer and they're very satisfied, it makes you feel so good. So I'm creating happy consumers, and out of those consumers popped up some happy business partners. And then it just grew exponentially from there. And I felt so good about what I was doing. I had my heart satisfaction. I wanted to help people, but I also had control over my income. And that's the part I liked about business. You know, if you perform better, you get better raises, better bonuses, right? So here you have control over your income. If you want more income faster, work faster. And then the satisfaction you get from doing this Atomy business, it just doesn't feel like work. You know, it just feels like you're doing your passion. It doesn't feel like work anymore. It's so incredible. No, so how did I start? This is how I started. I don't know about any of you, but this is how I started. I used the products first. I started to share with people. And then I helped people get the products. You know how some people, they just want a couple products, right? They don't want to order yet. Well, that's what we have to do. We have to make sure that we help those people get the products because their mind might be skeptical. Think about when you first met Atomy. Maybe you were a little skeptical in the beginning. I know I was. Your words may not change people's minds, You just got to get them to try the products. Let the products speak for you. The product experience is what's going to change people's negative mind into positive mind, okay? So just have them try the products, whatever you need to do. Next, what did I do? I started to set goals, because I don't know about you, but I'm the type, I have to set a goal in order to have direction. If I don't set a goal, sometimes I'm going sideways, right? And we're not really moving forward. So I learned every time I set a goal, it sets my direction. Then I start making plans. How am I going to get to that goal? And then, you know, like we say, set a timeline on that goal. And that's really important. Now, people get scared of the commitment. I don't want to set a date, you know, what if I don't make it? It's okay. That's your goal. You can push back the timeline if you want, but you need to challenge yourself. And that's what I do. If you want to get better, you want to be an Atomy expert, you must challenge yourself. Okay. Now, what does this mean? Finding the right balance of patience and determination. Well, let me ask you a question. If you're really, really determined, right? You're really, really determined. Is it easy to be patient? No. But you need it. You need both in Atomy. You need that determination to keep going, but you also need that patience. Okay? I really wanted to run when I met Atomy, but I couldn't. I had to set things up first, you know, things weren't really ready. Nothing's going to be perfect. You know, Atomy is great, but you might find things that are not perfect yet. Have patience and have faith. It's only going to get better. Those things, those imperfections, I bet you those are not permanent. Those are the things that can improve. What's permanent is our system, like our marketing plan. That's genius. All the other things that people complain about, that can improve and that can change. So just have patience, but be determined whenever you face a challenge, or let's say something negative happens, you need to be determined to reach your goal. You can overcome anything. This was my road to success. It was not a straight line. I wish it was. I think it's a little bit more of a straighter line nowadays, but you know, success, or you'll have your ups and downs. That's a given. We're not saying it's going to be totally smooth, but remember, nothing is a failure as long as you learn from it, right? It's just a lesson, that's all. So you just keep going. If you haven't started, if there's any new people on here today, get started. Because let's say 6 months from now, if you haven't started, 6 months went by, you wish you would have started 6 months ago. There's nothing to lose here. Just get started. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know everything. Like we said, how do you start? Just use a product. Share your experience. And you're like, oh, I don't know how to talk. Just talk. Talk, 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 talk. And then you'll just get better with more experience, okay? Don't hesitate. Now is the time. Share the good news of Atomy. People need good news today. So marketing basically is sharing your passion. If you feel really happy about something, share it, okay? If you feel like Atomy has changed your life and you feel so blessed to have Atomy, share that blessing. Equal opportunity. You know, when I saw the marketing plan, I really researched it. It really is equal opportunity. Nobody can stop you. Your sponsor can't stop your business. Your downline can't stop your business. You just got to keep going. Okay? The biggest limit is yourself. Don't limit yourself. Don't say anything negative about yourself. You have to encourage yourself, because after this Zoom, you might feel so motivated, but we can't be in the house with you, right? We can't encourage you all the time. We're not going to always be there. So remember, to always encourage yourself. Okay? Make that promise, everybody. You got to encourage yourself and stay positive. Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. Sounds cliche, but it's so true. It really does take teamwork to succeed here. Now you'll have your consumers, you'll have business partners, you'll have people who want to go to mastership quickly. You'll have the whole gamut, but you need everyone in the team. Now this is some homework. Continual self-improvement has been the key for me. Okay. I always try to, whenever I do something, I always look back on it. I say, how can I have done that better? Because I'm the type, I want to always improve. You know, if you don't get better, how are you going to help your team? So that's kind of like my motivation. I have to get better. I have to do self-improvement all the time so I can better help my team because I'm focused on my partner's success. And stay plugged into the system. If this is a Zoom every week, continue to be on the Zoom every week. Don't go away from the system. This is part of your experience too. I bet you every one of these Zooms, you learned something new. As long as you stayed plugged in, keep in touch with your team, always get involved, and take initiative. Somebody might not ask you to do testimony, but you can volunteer, right? And then prepare. So before you do a testimony, do your research, practice. It's all going to make you better. Last thing, the way I see it, especially during this crisis, we are creating an Atomy movement. We are creating ripples. You don't know where those ripples are going to go. But as long as there's positive ripples, I mean, in my opinion, God is watching, you know? And if you feel like you want to have a positive effect on people these days, and you want to help and you feel helpless, well, like I said, people are looking for better help. If you've done your research and you have some information to educate people, you got to share, you got to talk. Now, a lot of times I say this, I'll just speak for myself. When I introduce Atomy to someone, I honestly feel like I'm giving them a blessing. And why do I say that? I feel blessed to have Atomy in my life. And if I feel so blessed, and if I introduce this blessing to someone else, I'm giving a blessing, right? So if you feel blessed to have Atomy right now, then why not share that blessing with someone else? Now, let's say, oh, I'm scared to talk about Atomy, you know, they might reject it. If they're rejecting a blessing, you're not losing anything, are you? But you know, when you approach people, they can feel your heart. So you have to be convinced that you are really giving a blessing and you are giving something good and sharing something good because people can feel your heart. But if you're not convinced yet, I would recommend this. Do whatever you got to do to convince yourself first. Because if you're not convinced, how are you going to convince somebody else? Right? So let's do this. Let's share Atomy. Let's share the positive ripples. Let's share the blessings. Keep going. Don't be hesitant to talk because our products help people. This system, this business, this home business helps people. You can learn from home, earn from home, and have a free global business. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for your time and thank you for listening and God bless you. I wish you all success. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So everyone, let's give it up for Darlene Kim, Sharon Rose Master. That was excellent.
Thank you, Darlene. Thank you.
Awesome.
Just a couple of nuggets. We're going to get wrapped up here quickly. Just want a couple of things. Setting goals with deadlines. patience and determination, and sharing the blessing. There was a lot of stuff I wrote down, but I wanted to just, highlight those. Thank you again, Darlene, Kim. We got a couple of announcements, and then we're going to wrap up here with our company motto. So if you go in your back office, you will see the Atomy, the Fame Skincare Travel Kit. So new product there. And let's see. Okay, so you will be seeing this as well in your online success system in your back office. So these are all over the world right now, and they're in their different time zones. So you should see links coming out for those shortly. Some new products and some products that got discontinued here. You can also see these in the back office, and we will post this in the chat that we have. If you're not on the chat, just get with your mentor, and they can provide you that information. And lastly, we will go over our company motto. Again, my name is Clarence Mitchell. Hope you all enjoyed being the host. And if you want to stay on for any questions, you can. So let's all go over our company motto again. Everybody ready?
Ready.
Yep.
Ready.
Yes.
All right. Go.
Ready.
Share the spirit.
Create
Create
the
the
vision.
vision.
Follow
Follow the fame. Serve
the
humility.
Aja.
Aja.